Hey, hey everyone, my name is Priyanka Sagu. I'm the release lead for Kubernetes 129 release cycle, and I'll be the host for today's meeting. We are in week 6 of the 129 release cycle. Today is October 11. This meeting abides by the Kubernetes and CNCF community code of conduct, which pretty much comes down to please be nice and excellent to each other. Also, this meeting is being recorded, and the recording will be posted on the public YouTube channel of Kubernetes project. So if you don't want to be recorded, or uh, if you don't want your audio or video to be recorded, feel free to mute yourself or turn off your videos. With that, let's start with the open discussion items. Um, if anyone has anything to discuss, please do it now outside the updates. Um, just a second. From me, the only item we have right now is a retrospective document. If you have any comments, any feedbacks for the release cycle, anything that has happened so far, or any improvements in general, or any topic that you want to discuss with the wider release team or SIG release community or Kubernetes community in general, just put your comments or feedback or topics in that document. We have our first mid-cycle retrospective scheduled for October 19. So we'll be going through the topics listed in that document. Um, Other than that, if we don't have any open discussion items, let's move to the team updates. Enhancements with Sriram.
Hey everyone, Sriram here from the enhancements team. And yeah, our current status is green. So last week we had the enhancements freeze party, and in total there were 72 keps, out of which 58 of them made the cut. 57 of them, sorry, were tracked, and 15 of them did not meet the cut for the enhancement freeze. And out of these 15, 3 of them had submitted exception requests, and out of the 3, 2 of them are accepted and 1 of the keps were rejected. And yeah, next week we'll start reaching out to all the enhancements regarding the code freeze deadline. Yeah, that is where we stand. And Nina, would you like to add anything else?
Yep, that was great. Thanks.
Thank you for the update, Sriram. Just adding, out of the 3 exception requests we have received so far, one of them is also tracked as of now, and one is rejected, and maybe the last pending one we are waiting for a decision. But from the ongoing discussion right now, I think that won't be tracked, but we'll wait for a follow-up update as well. I had an item for the enhancements team. I can take it up right now. So we have, I believe, kept 1287 that is tracked as part of this cycle, and has been tracked for the release cycle, I believe, from 117 or like long back. Um, I just wanted the enhancements team, whoever is going to reach out or do outreach for the code freeze. I have put a link in my updates to all the alpha graduation related PRs or any issues that are tracked for alpha graduation for this particular gap. I just want somebody to do a early outreach to just cross check if those are the only items that are being tracked for alpha graduation for cap 1287, or if there are any other items that are also open. Um, just because if there are other items, maybe we can provide them help with reviewing, getting early reviews or approval. So yeah, thank you, Nina. That is the cap, and let me put the link to.
I think I'm assigned as the enhancement contact, so I'll try reaching out early this week just to make sure they have extra time.
Yeah, I'll just I have pasted a link in the release document, agenda document, this meeting document. This is this is a document created by the previous KEP author who was working on this KEP, and they had locked down all the work that was done or related to it. And I think this is the current state of alpha graduation or anything that was targeting alpha graduation for this particular KEP. All of these are merged. Even the TBD ones are also finished. If that is the state, then we are good. If not, then I think the what we are trying to do is just to get out that information if there is anything else as well being tracked. That's all. Um, yeah, cool. Coming back to if anyone has any questions for enhancements, team. If not, thank you again for the updates. Moving forward to CI signal with Vyom.
Hi everyone. So we are green, nothing major from our side. GAPG conformance main CI artifacts was removed from the master informing board due to the long-standing failure. Apart from that, we have a flake that was initially discovered in the previous release. It's still flaky, but it's cluster API AWS, so I don't think those folks have the bandwidth right now to deal with that issue. So that's the update from our side. We are green other than that.
Got it. Are we also having a discussion with them somewhere in any
Yeah, the
channel
issue is
for
open.
like,
The issue is open, and we have pinged some folks, but we haven't heard back from them.
yeah, like I was wondering if people are aware about that bandwidth issue and they have acknowledged
Um,
it, or do we need to do something like
this
GAPG for this particular job?
mhm.
That's what I'm thinking.
The bandwidth issue was acknowledged some time back. So the cluster API folks, both AWS and GCP, they don't have the bandwidth right now. So that was acknowledged some time back in Slack. So we are assuming that's the probable reason that issue has not been tried yet. So that's our assumption till now. We have pinged folks, but we haven't heard back from them till now.
Thank you. Is it more green right now or more red?
It's more
Uh,
green. It occasionally fails. Like
okay,
the state is right now 3 out of 10. So
okay,
it's a timeout. So maybe
okay,
it's related to the test itself rather than the logic. So that's why maybe folks are not looking into it right now.
okay. Um,
Yeah.
if this flake actually persists for, let's say, maybe after run this alpha cut, maybe let's start a
Mm.
thread in sig release around
Yeah,
this,
sure.
and if we really need to remove it from the board, or just having a discussion around what we are losing if we
Mhm.
are not getting a right signal from this particular job.
Sure,
But
sure.
thank you for doing the work. Thank you.
Yeah.
Anyone has any questions or comments for CI signal? Not? Thank you. Moving ahead with Baktriyaj Mofi.
Hey everyone, Mofi from Backtrash here. Our current status is green. We are tracking about 12 issues and 10 PR so far, and we'll be tracking as many more of them come if they come. And only update from us is because of the upcoming code freeze, we're gonna start pinging the issues and PRs this week. We're gonna let them know that they need to complete or get rid of the milestone if they don't want to for 129. That's all.
Yeah, that's very important work. Thank you, thank you, Baktriyaj team, for doing that. Any questions, comments for Baktriyaj team? Not? Thank you once again, Mofi, for the updates. Moving ahead with Docs. Princess.
Hi everyone, Princess from Docs. Not a lot of updates on our end. So all the Doc team members have been assigned KEPs, and all the KEP owners have also been contacted regarding the doc requirements on each of them. And also the docs tab has also been updated with the current state of things. So everything is up to date at the moment. So that's the only update that we have. Thank you.
Thank you. And I think the sync PR was also merged. I saw an update from CAD before, and also the thread around getting approval from steering. So thank you. Any questions, comments for Docs team? Not. Thank you once again. Moving ahead with release notes, Mengzhou.
Hi, everyone. Our current status is green. We are waiting on Alpha 2 release to proceed with the release notes updates. Major theme context is in progress. We will contact the six in their Slack channel this week. That's it.
Thank you for the update, Mengzhou. Yeah, I got some. I've been following the issue where we are sharing the groups who will be reaching out to whom for release notes outreach. Thank you for doing that. And Alpha 2, we might get some updates from branch management as well on that. So I think it would be done by today sometime in Pacific time. But yeah, let's wait for updates from branch management. Any questions or comments for release notes team? Thank you. Moving ahead with comms, Abigail.
Hi all, I'm Abby from the comms team. We right now, our current status is yellow, and that's because it was just recently decided to do a mid-cycle blog about the deprecations and changes coming in this release. We have a placeholder PR for that open, and then a HackMD started for a draft of this blog. I just had a question out to the group of if for this blog, it's mid-cycle would be about 2 weeks from now on the 25th, and we just wanted to confirm that is the best date. If people thought it could be moved later, reason being yellow is 0 to blog is not impossible, but a little bit concerning to do in 2 weeks. So we wanted to check if that date felt right for everyone for this blog. So I guess a question there to the group.
First of all, thank you for creating that PR in such a short time. I think I can answer that because that is a miss on my part. We actually have the mid-cycle blog scheduled in our release timeline, and that is scheduled for week 9, I believe a few days after our code freeze. So that is, I think, that would be the time to publish the mid-cycle blog. And does that answer your question? That would, I was also thinking that would give us some discrete information on what is actually getting deprecated and what is actually tracked as major change for this particular release. We'll have better idea about that after code freeze. So yeah, this is scheduled for week 9.
Okay, so this is
And
we're in week 6, so we still have an additional week on top of it. Is that okay?
yeah,
Perfect.
very
Yep, I think that works.
specifically.
That works great.
Okay, thank you. And very specifically, I just looked at the date. It's Thursday, 2nd of November.
Okay, good. Grizz, that gives us more time. Thank you. And then in addition to that, we'll be working on posting messages in the KEPs to get opt-in from the KEP owners and placeholder PRs made for the blogs that each KEP needs. So that's it for us. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you for the updates and all the work for the mid-cycle blog. Any questions, feedback for comms team? If not, thank you once again, Abby. Moving forward to release branch management with Mark.
Hi, so yesterday we were supposed to do the Alpha 2 release for the build. That's currently delayed right now, and the status is yellow. So there were some issues with generating some the dev and the RPM packages for the S390X architectures during the NOMOC staging phase of it. And some folks are looking at it. There's a thread in Slack that's linked to it. I said yellow because it sounds like Marco said that it's not really blocking. If we need to, we can proceed with the build, but they would rather wait to see if to investigate what's going on. So hopefully we'll be able to kind of make some forward progress with that soon.
Yeah. Thank you for the update, Mark. I have a few questions just from my understanding. So I was following the thread, and I think no mock stage uh, timed out. And from what I understood from the discussion is it was just a few packages for a particular architecture uh, were not created. So for this particular alpha 2 cut, do we need to redo the alpha no mock stage again
It
as
doesn't
well?
sound like that. So Marco responded last night saying that that we submitted those packages for the S390X architecture, so they should finish eventually. But there's just some
Okay.
delays in whatever system is building it. But it
Okay.
also sounds like even if we don't get those packages, since it's an alpha release, we don't need to redo the no mock staging phase.
Okay. So it's just no mock release left at the moment.
Yeah, I believe so. And I don't know how to investigate the status of those OBS jobs. So I'm waiting for somebody in the thread to help with that to see if they
Got it.
even finished yet. I'll try and do some digging after this meeting too.
Okay.
Yeah, I think it's just the
Yeah.
no mock release.
Got it. And that will be in progress for today as well until we take a decision whether we want to move ahead or those jobs actually end up finishing for Extreme 90.
Yeah, correct. Yeah.
This was,
And
yeah.
I think
Okay.
if we don't have a decision, or like if we don't get the results from the decision or from that job pretty soon, we can decide to just proceed with the no mock release.
Okay.
We can probably have a keep the discussion open in the Slack chat there.
Good. Thank you. Thank you so much for the update, Mark. Any questions for branch management? No. Thank you. We don't have Xander on the call. I think the only update from Emeritus Advisor is again the retrospective. We have our mid-cycle retro scheduled for October 19. So please feel free to add all your topics or any items. Even if you are not able to make to the actual call, and if you have any topics to discuss, I would highly encourage you to add your topics and add a few lines of explanation around what you really wanted as outcome out of that discussion, and maybe someone else can take that up and discuss it during the call. Yeah, so that's all from Xander, I believe. And then next is me. We have already discussed everything. We received 3 exception requests, 2 are approved, and out of those 2, one is already tracked at this point, and one we are waiting for a decision, and the third one is rejected. Alpha 2 status we also discussed, and CAP 1287 we also discussed as well. Then moving ahead to 6 scalability, we have a status update as green from them, which is better than the last one. So I think everything is good. And I forgot to ask if anyone has any questions for me. If not, thank you. We are at the end of our agenda today. Anyone who wants to discuss anything apart from the team updates? If not, then thank you once again for joining the call, and I will go ahead and stop the recording. Unless I heard somebody.
Hey, hi.
Yep,
Is
go
the
ahead.
recording stopped? Actually, just wanted
No.
myself. I'm new to the organization and I was kind of looking into CI Signal and closely following the meetings. So I'm Mandeep. I'm looking forward to contribute more to the CI Signal team. Not a current shadow, but an enthusiast. Yes.
That's
Thank you.
great. Thank you for the introduction, Mandeep. And yeah, I believe just joining these meetings and following all the discussion happening around CI Signal, would be a great way to learn. If you have any questions specifically, feel free to ask them in SIG release
Sure.
channel. Thank
Thank
you for joining the call. If we don't have anything else, I will go ahead and stop the recording now.